Hey, what's going on, everyone? Back with another video. And today's video, I kind of wanted to talk about something that, might seem simple, but yet I feel like it's just an important message to listen to and hear because I feel like in life we get distracted or we get so caught up in things that um, may seem mundane or, grindy. Um, when you're trying to accomplish something big and you might lose hope or you might lose uh, your encouragement, you might lose faith, you might lose the attitude you had at the beginning. um, I think it's just important for us to go back and sort of just realize why we started it in the first place and the reason for it. And I know a lot of people, a big reason people, start something is for their passion or, which is great. I just think that as individuals, we get a little bit too caught up in thinking, the only way I can do something in my life is if, it'll only be worth it if, I really like it or I don't like it or, you know, it's got to be my passion if I, want to be happy. It's like, happiness can mean a lot of different things to different people. And happiness for you might be having a secure job where you make good money and you don't have to worry about, hey, am I going to not make this much money next week or am I, going to have a week where I make no money? I think that might be people are happy doing that, and I think people get discouraged and lose hope like, oh, I'm at this job where, I make good money and can do everything I want, but I'm going to trick myself into think I'm, miserable because I'm not doing my, my hobby for a career. And I think that's just a foolish mindset. I'm not going to sit here and say you shouldn't have a hobby and shouldn't, you know, try to monetize that hobby. I think that would just be dumb to say as well. But I mean, let's just face it. It's just not realistic for most people. And I want to be the first one to say it's all right if that's not your goal, your life path. And I think people can only think success comes from if you're not working a 9 to 5 job. And I think it causes a lot of people to get discouraged. And kind of relating back to the main focus of this video is, give up hope. And I think people become hopeless. I think we're living in a time where there's so many hopeless people to where they, you know, I think that like TikTok and just the way the sphere of, self development, self improvement has gone, um, has just made it. I feel like it's targeted towards men, and I think the initial idea of it was um, good intention, but I think it's like so like I think right now it's created more hopeless young men and even older men as well. Like if you're not doing what you absolutely love and you're not making money from it at the same time, then you're a failure. And I think there's just just so much lost hope because so for some people it's just so unrealistic to do that. Like I don't know. I'm not saying you should be a bum by any means. Like if you're sitting at home not doing anything, like you need to get out and do like you need to like figure something out, a way to make money, get a job. Like I'm not in that camp either. I'm just saying like it's all right to work a regular job. And now if you have a job where you're making, minimum wage and you're doing that the rest of your life, I think maybe you should try to advance your career or do something. But like, you know, just don't give up hope. Just don't get discouraged just because, you're not doing what they say you should do according to whoever. I'm not going to call any specific names out, but of who they are. But yeah, that's just kind of when I wanted to get up here and say, don't lose hope, don't lose faith. I think whatever you're doing, whatever your mindset is, you know, just stick around. I kind of made a video, not kind of, I did make a video the other day talking about, the light at the end of the tunnel when you're actually like, that video is more targeted to actually what, like a specific thing you're doing, not just a generalization like this video, but like, I'll go into me, for example, like, I'm super into like the self improvement, self development YouTube videos, but I'm also into like gaming and it's my hobby. So like, and I've seen videos where there's like talking with Minecraft and stuff like that, and I really like just like cinemat like this, like this is absolutely like, to get the game to look like this, like my God, like it's so cool. Like I love modding the game and seeing what I can do with it just to make it look better. Um, you got the mods for better terrain generation, physics, everything. So yeah, I mean, yeah, can I sit with a camera and record myself looking at it? Sure, but like, I have more fun talking and putting in gameplay like this. And I know this one isn't very cinematic. I didn't use a replay mod. I kind of just wanted to walk around and talk a little bit. I didn't want to do that today. Just didn't feel right today. But those kind of videos will come back. I like those. Um, but to kind of put conclusion, don't let social media, throw you off your track. If you want to become a doctor, a lawyer, anything, really, I'm just saying those are more like difficult, quote unquote, 9 to 5s to achieve. Like if you want to like go that route, like by all means, like don't feel like you know, you're I'm a screw. I'm a swear. I'm trying not to swear as much. Don't think you're a screw up if that's what you're like. I feel like we're so conditioned now with all this stuff. If you're in the sphere of listening to these creators say like, if you're not a business owner, you're not successful, and like whatever. And even if you want to be a police officer or something like that, you're not making 100K a year, like you're still making pretty decent, good money to where you can live your life and do what you want. Like, I don't know. I think there's just so much hopelessness now. And it's not me saying I'm hopeless because I've like come to terms with my, like, I'm good. Like, I'm in a, you know, prestigious field and like I do what I do. And, I'm not going to get into details about that. Maybe one day I'll talk about my journey. But yeah, I enjoy YouTube. I enjoy that kind of stuff at the same time. That's why I'm making these videos because like I feel like I never, at least where I came from, we didn't really have the like mentorship during like high school and such. Like out of my whole high school like journey, um, I've had one person, like a coach, a football coach in high school, and he wasn't even my coach for all 4 years. He was really the only person that like made us think like the bigger picture of life and not, just thinking about the mundane, the small. He'd always like good football coach, whatever. But he his my biggest takeaway from him was, you know, it's a lot bigger than just football and school. And not that he's like he was a very advocate of getting good grades and that, but like it's just life things, and I feel like people just don't do that. And you know people think, oh, a good life is partying on the weekends and doing that, and people can say all they want that, oh, that's just a phase you do when you're a kid. Like yeah, it is, but there's more than 50% of adults live that life the rest of their lives. And I think it just it's a cope. It really is. And it kind of relates back to the don't lose hope thing. Like I feel like that's just them. They've lost hope with their life because a lot of people really never had a chance because they never really had a mentor to begin with. Um, we're not even. I mean, you don't even really got a mentor, just someone to like guide them in the right direction. As strong as you want to be, you know. We're human. We get distracted by dumb things, and you know, I feel like so many people are far behind. Um, so far behind that when they get on and see these videos, like, oh, if you're not making 10K a month, you know, well, you're screwed then. It's like, I don't know. I just don't think that's a good way to live. And I think it creates a lot of depression, a lot of negativity, false negativity. And yeah, that's pretty much all I want to say today. You know, whatever you're going through, just don't lose hope, you know. Don't let anyone tell you that what you're doing is wrong. Unless it is wrong. Kind of oxymoronic, but you know what I mean. If you like this kind of content, just rambling about life and just talking like this. I mean, I know it wasn't scripted. I know you probably hear my mouse and clicking and stuff, but whatever. I'm not trying to make this like a professional thing. Like, I mean, I know some of my videos are a little bit more put together, but you know, I'm not trying to make anything like impress anyone. I'm just trying to, sorry, fly. I'm just trying to get the good word out, my thoughts. It's more like a journal for me, like I said in other videos. But yeah, if you made it this far, I really appreciate you. Leave a comment, honestly. Not even for the algorithm. I just want to hear what you guys got to say. I'm sure there's people that think like me. And, you know, if there's someone that does it and they heard this message and it changed their mind on something, you can comment that as well. So, we'll be seeing you guys in the next one. And if there's a topic you want to hear about that I can give my opinion on, just let me know. So, thanks.